Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to the last video of 21. By the way, I have a hell of a look today with these Crocs and it's cold outside. I just feel like getting a video in before we go to family's house and start drinking and stuff. So pretty much a recap on this year, and then we're going to get into fixing this where I think I can daily drive it. I got a fuel leak there. I do. I don't. I look like I did. Anyway, put a recap on this year. It's kind of been funny because I started off this year early and I was like, man, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get monetized on YouTube, start being more passionate about, I don't know, just things that I actually genuinely care about. Life, my career, family, cars, things that I matter. And I'm not going to try to ramble too much because you guys will quit watching the intro and you guys only care about the content, which is fine. But it's kind of funny because I started this just by like repairing cars. I'm like, oh man, I'm handy, like repairing cars, showing people like reviews and stuff on car parts. But like everybody else knows, the vlogs are where YouTube is. That's where everybody gets to like interact a little bit more with you. So that's what I'm going to start doing moving forward. I'm going to definitely start vlogging more, give you guys a little bit more of my backstory. And instead of just like installing parts and being like, this is what I think of them, it'll give you guys a review on that. But anyway, I'm not going to make it too long because like I said, you guys will just stop watching. So let's hop into it. What we're doing today is the axle on the driver's side of the Civic is bad. It's you got the part, it's two-piece axle, so you got the part that actually like slips into the transmission, then it bolts to the back of the block, and then you have the other part, which I believe is called like a half shaft, or maybe that's the other term. No, the half shaft's the part that actually bolts the outer axle. And it's bad, and it's because as soon as I got this fixed, I just literally launched it probably 10 times just to make sure that it would keep working. And now the axle has a bunch of play in it and you feel a bunch of vibration when you're driving around. So this car is going to be a big part of the channel going into next year because I really like this car. I've had it for a long time and I want to drive it and I want to show you guys it. So before we talk about anything else, let's just go ahead and hop right into it, okay? All right, so wow, I got the wheel off. I'll show you guys what I mean. Oh, I hope I can actually. So you see the axle right there. So there's not side to side. It's actually I'll show you guys. There we go. You guys can see that there's a pile of play in that, and it's 100% my fault. Like I said, it's from launching it so many times. And the reason I did that is because, I don't know, I build them to break them. So I just brought them out. So what I'm going to do right now, if you guys are doing this yourself, is pop that top castle nut off, pop his tie rod off, unbolt the bottom of the shock tower right here. And I should be able to slide the whole hub assembly out, pull the axle out, put the new one in. All right, just to leave you guys on the GoPro, give you a quick rundown of what I did real quick. Tie rod end, upper control arm unbolted, bottom of the shock, the actual fork. And then now realistically, I'm hoping that it works this way. Well, I need to get out of that control arm up top first. And I'll probably need a rubber hammer for that. So I did end up getting a rubber hammer to get that top section out. It is putting a lot of tension right now on the axle. Really not worried about it. This axle is trashed anyway. The other one, I probably will want to brace this, the bottom of this hub. But you guys can see that just slid out right there. I'm gonna give this a yank, and that came out right there. And
I don't know. This had a lot of play in it, up and down. The splines do look okay inside though. Might be something internal that was giving me a lot of that vibration. And like I said, guys, I was beating the guts out of this. I'm just inspecting it right now for any breaks or any rips in it. I don't see anything. Let's put the other one in, and we should be able to go on a quick drive. I do have to go to a New Year's party, but should be able to go on a quick drive. And yeah, this should be really, really quick. So let's go ahead and pop this back in. I'm gonna pop you guys on a time lapse and put the new axle in. All right, guys, so I'm stopping the video to kind of just talk about what I just did right there. I'm walking away from the camera, so I'm trying to be a little louder. Hang on, thought I missed, still missing a bolt. No, I'm not. So, getting the axle in right here, and actually on the half shaft back there could be like a little challenging just because, I don't know, you gotta use a little bit of force with it. It's not like super, super hard, but you definitely have to use some force. And then what I'm doing right now is I'm actually just snugging this stuff up. Just for if you guys are just like fresh mechanics out there trying to learn what to do. I'm not tightening any of this down. I'm just kind of running through the motions of tightening it because I want it to be secure as I am putting everything back together. And then once I make sure that it's good and there's no play, which that axle that I picked up earlier in the video, the play is gone, so thank God. Not that that was an expensive fix. It's actually a pretty cheap fix, but I guess it could have got expensive. I'm actually kind of glad where it broke. Breaking on the half shaft right there definitely saved me some money versus if it would have like, I don't know, worst case, I guess it could have like tore the transmission up. And I'm kind of just talking as I'm going through it, but if you guys are wondering what axle I put back in this, literally like a car parts store axle. You could buy like Drive Shaft Shop or I don't know, like whatever else you want to do, that's fine. Not me. I'm gonna tear this shit up and I'm gonna break it all over again, so I'm definitely not gonna spend that kind of money to do that. Now, this year, this car is probably this car's gone back on some forced induction. I'm not sure what it is because I want to race the car. I want to daily drive the car. I want it to be a show car. I want this car to be like an all-around car. And you guys have been with the channel for like a really long time. If you guys have been with the channel for a really long time, then you know that I've had this car for a very, very, very long time. And it was mainly just like getting work the whole time. Like it's just been, I don't know, the car's just been not getting used. Like it's been good to go for a while and just haven't got there. So I'm now building it to pretty much break it and enjoy it. That's kind of my goal. That's what I want to do. All right, put this on time lapse, snug it up, let's go for a ride. Alright guys, so I cannot wait to get this thing tuned. Reached out to a guy out in Arizona that pretty much, I'm gonna have him remote tune it. You can see the inside, guys. So much stuff that needs to get back together. That needs notched out because of the bigger fuel lines and everything. And then the glove box and the ECU needs put back. But we're getting there one thing at a time. But it'll do this, like it'll fluctuate idle. Not like surging as in like an idle air control, but like it'll go up and down until it gets like to operating temperature and the coolant's like all through the system. And then once it's all through the system, it'll clear up and it doesn't do that anymore. But
just how it is, I guess. Holding about 2,000, let it warm up a little bit. I love the JDM cluster. I definitely want to go to like a Nardi wheel. I think it'll clean the inside up. Obviously need that. And it's got a nice little K-tuned billet. Anyway, let me warm this up. We'll take it up the road. True life of a 90s car. Interior lights was not a big concern back in the 90s for sure. So anyway, we're gonna see if that front vibration's going with the new axle. Oh yeah. Gone completely. Thank God. Glad it was just an easy fix. Car's still warming up, so definitely not doing any serious pulls with it. And it's on a very, like, just off like Honda S300 like base map, so the tune's like real off. But like I said, once I do a couple more things, I wanna actually go to a bigger injector, and I want to go to this Scum 2 Ultra Manifold before I actually have somebody tune it. And then it should be good. But man, this thing rides. It's so good that when you've had something for so long that you haven't drove, like, to get it out on the road and actually enjoy it a little bit. It's so nice. Like, I'm 100% guys plan on daily driving this, and I know I'm talking a lot, but just getting back into cars at the end of the year, like, just feels right. But yeah, I'm gonna daily drive this all next year. That's my goal. Just put some miles on the Civic and see what's up. I'm glad that was just such an easy fix. Like, it felt so good that's just like that axle felt bad, and it was like making like it was making a pretty bad vibration on the front end. I go out on the main roads, but hey, this thing doesn't have plates on it, and it has no hood, which just happens to draw more attention than I don't want. Don't work anyway. I was gonna get on a little bit, but it ain't even warmed up, so it doesn't matter anyway. If this thing had heat, I'd be so. I kind of almost regret taking the heat and air conditioning out of it. If it had that, I'd probably drive this thing right now. No, I'm not putting it back. That's way too much work with how the wiring and everything's ran in the car, but it is tempting to a small degree. Alright guys, it's going to close out today's video. It started raining, so the wipers are hooked up, but I'm sure they're terrible because they haven't been used in a really long time. So like I said guys, going to go more to a vlogs type. This was not a vlog type video. I just wanted to post one more video for 2021 and then move into what I'm doing to the trucks, the cars, the street bikes, the four-wheelers. Just move more into a vlog type, give you guys a little bit more of my backstory. Like I said, I just feel like that's where the channel's going. This year was a big success for me overall. I wanted to get monetized on YouTube, even if it's something small. Making money to do things that you actually enjoy doing is always a dream, no matter what it is. Because this is work. Like, technically this is work, and it doesn't feel like work. And the whole saying of, like, if you do something you actually love, it never feels like work. Well, with YouTube, that's 100% the case. I never feel like when I'm like recording anything that it's actually work. Like, I actually enjoy this 100%. Civic, guys, it's back in the channel. I hope you guys like this content. I know the Cummins stuff, especially the 4th gen, maybe not so much the 2nd gen, but the 4th gen gets so much love. That's good. I'm glad. I'm going to keep moving forward with that truck. I actually ordered parts. I'm not going to ruin it. But I'm going to keep pushing that truck until pretty much it breaks the transmission, and then I'm going to go to built trans, compounds, you know, all that dumb stuff. But a big update on that truck if you made it this far in the video, and comment below if you have made it this far in the video, because I really appreciate the watch hours. But if you have made it this far in the video, the 22x12 TIS wheels on that truck are sold. They're gone. It's back on factory 20s, and it's time to move to forged wheels. It's time to either move to KG1s or Forces or whatever the case might be. So time to move towards that. But anyway, guys, to end this video, I just want to say I thank you guys so much for a good year. This year's been great for me. I couldn't be more thankful for everything that's happened. Family, job, this, you name it. Everything's gone great. And I believe a positive mindset really sets the bar for that too. So going into next year, guys, I'm going to be posting a lot more. I want to get the channel really rolling. This was like my first year, not really my first year, but this was my first year dabbling in analytics and seeing how things operate. So definitely going to be pushing content a pile next year. So guys, that concludes this video. Remember, always support those who support you. Until next time.